Testing, 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 testing. Shoot. Getting any. Testing. Hold on a second here. Testing, testing. Okay, now it's working. Okay, we are back in NieR Automata. Sorry for that. Took me an extra try to get this working. Where was I? Okay, reconnaissance squad. Still have that one. Gathering keepsakes. Alright, don't really know what I'm supposed to do with this one. Let's see what's left to look at here. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna go check out the desert complex at least quick. Scan around there, see what I can find. Get some bad news. Looks like the cable on my controller is starting to fray a little bit. That's no good. It's a good control. I don't have to replace it just for that. I probably rolled over with my office chair or something. Whatever. Should be fine. It's just the casing is a little cracked. Okay, what am I looking for here? Hey, these ones are not crazy yet. Oh, hello. Let's check back this way. If it's in the middle of that, you know, gauntlet. Ignore me. Never really ran too far out this way. Oh, can't get up there. So, over there is where I was looking down with A2 across the area. Come on. Ha! Pretty sure I'm not supposed to be up here. That makes it fun. Okay. Amber. There. It's pinging like I might be close. The ballpark. Ooh, that looks like something. Stop sliding. Alright, nothing. Oh, I'm getting close to something. Alright, now I'm getting farther away. Probably over here somewhere. Ah, silver ore. Okay, whatever. Hopefully this is even the right area. So I'll find one more thing and then I'll move on with the plot, or I'll at least look it up. Probably like one specific place. I'm gonna just have to find like one secret rock or something. Ooh, what's this? Okay. Nailed it. Kinda gotta hit it in stride in order to catch it while you're sliding. Come on. Or if I get to the middle of the desert without finding the mask or whatever, it's good enough. I give it a shot. I'm so close to the end, I don't want to be dinking around with like little stuff forever. Gotta put a check in the win column. Oh, this looks neat. The edge of the world. Ooh. Oh! Super secret hidden box. I think I explored over there once. So you're gonna find like the right angle to get over there. What the? This is cool. Emils. Emils everywhere. Where exactly on the map am I? I'm like way out here. You found a bunch of Emil heads. Gotta be something cool around here. Nifty, though. So, the quest description said they wore masks. Could these be the masks they were talking about? I thought they were just talking about the typical masks that the machines wear. They could have been talking about Emil masks. Or Emil, or however you want to say his name. Sure, Emil sounds better. Alright. Continuing to explore. I wish there was a compass. Even if it was just a compass utility you had to install, it would make navigation a little bit easier. Oh jeez, I thought I was going... Oh wait, no, I'm going where I think I am. Which is nowhere. Skirting the outsides of the world. Ooh, what's this? Oh. Aha. And still not exactly what I was looking for. Whatever. I think there's something way out here. Not exactly what it was, though. Maybe this little settlement has something. The ruins. It's got nothing. Oh, whoa. Tech manual. Okay, that's a thing. What is that? In the distance there, it looks like a multi-armed thing. Oh, that's a tree. It's a multi-limbed tree. Okay. I'm supposed to... I think there was a Yorha member over here. Is that what that black dot is? Oh yeah. Hey, how you doing? Hello. Well, hey, at least you're not the last Yorha soldier alive. Ooh. Here we go. Really? Jeez, I'm rusty. There we go. Mysterious lithograph. So, that means it is entirely canon that after the bunker went down, there is at least one, I'm guessing this is combat type android, one combat type android still around. She's just so far out in the desert that the virus didn't bother to infect her. Add that to the annals of history. She'll be the main playable character in the next game, I'm sure. Soft edge of the world. I'm just gonna have to go out on a limb and say that the devs completely forgot she was out there and forgot to kill her. Which, you know, works for her. I have to run out with the exact right way. There we go. Whatever. This? Oh, resistance member. Hey, how you doing? Say, if you find anything in the desert that looks like an old world relic, can you bring it to me? Find a way to reward you for your trouble. I think she's the one that gave me the quest to go looking for this garbage. Where am I? Okay, so not finding anything. I'll finish my circuit around there, then I'll run to the middle and move out of the plot. I did find something interesting out there. I found a bunch of needleheads. Enemies. Is that door open yet? You better be sorry, machine. Offensive heal. I'm in the ballpark or something. Well, let's go check out the desert oasis. Get nothing. Alright, this happened last time too. It seems like there's something back here somewhere. But it's impossible to traverse. Ooh. Drugs, yeah, they make me feel really weird. Want to try some? I still have some. See you later. Okay. Drugs, yeah, they're pretty crazy. I can't stop fighting. Mission, whatever, leave me alone. Huff, huff. Was that what that I was supposed to find up here? Really? Some boxes. Well, hey, it's nice to see some other Yorker soldiers survive, even if they are dealing with things poorly. Or maybe it was pinging them just to make sure I actually got over here. Like instead of pinging a item pickup, it's like, hey, go check on the druggies. Desert Rose. What's the Desert Rose? Is the Desert Rose that thing I was looking for Popala and Devila? Oh, there it was. Desert Rose. Alright, it's just cash loot. Whatevs. That's cool. Alright, enough of that. I'll just look up what I'm supposed to find. Ooh, looks like, oh, that's the factory. I'll get down there eventually. Alright, there's a good spot. Mark this. Come on. Bam. Come on. There we go. The prompt was flickering in and out. Is something up here? Nope. Oh, come on. I was hitting the button. The button to grab out of the pod. Okay, let's fire this up. So, I think I gotta activate all this stuff first.
Challenge subunit access granted. Challenge subunit access granted.
Ooh,
Challenge subunit access granted.
what is in the tower?
Hello, and thank you for choosing Tower System Services. We apologize for the inconvenience, but locks on each subunit must be deactivated before accessing the main tower. Have a great day.
What? I just did. Do I need to come back and hack them? Okay. Oh, this time. Oh. Okay, that was actually useless. Before I actually go into the tower, then I'll save. Good, I would expect to see more Yorha forces around here too. Of course, maybe it wasn't intentional to have fought them all here. Okay. Interesting. Oh, this is supposed to simulate or be a metaphor for. Okay, let's go back here quick.
Congratulations! You've unlocked all of the subunits. That means a special prize is waiting for you inside the tower.
Really?
We look forward to serving you.
Okay, there we go. I had to finish chatting. What? Come on, I'm close enough. Eh? Is it just deactivating save for reasons right now? Annoying reasons? Or, wait, did it take away all of the... Okay, that one's gone. Oh! What? What? Alright, I'm gonna run back up to the thing and it'll probably be like turned off or something. If I don't see an alert saying otherwise. Saving is allowed. Jerks. What are these robots? Okay, saving possible. Alright, I was just too far away vertically, I guess. Let me steal all the loots. Heresy, I know. Hacking.
Alert. Enemy caution level rising. Cause is most likely concern over Unit 9S gaining access to tower.
Out of my way!
Oh, jeez. That one down. Damn, you're nothing.
Damn it!
Right
It won't stop coming!
Alert. Allied signal detected.
Allies? Wait, you?
9S? We've been expecting you. The two of us will take things from here. You need to open the door to the tower.
Okay.
Devila? Obama? What are you doing here?
Remember your promise?
What are you talking about?
Come on, 9S. Hack in while you can.
None of this makes any sense!
We'll explain everything once we're inside.
No, you won't. You'll be dead, probably. What was the promise? Didn't get forgotten. Take them further away from me, please, if you would. Okay, thank you. You have to remind me what that promise was. The promise. Okay, here we go. Oh, please be easy. Okay, outside. Oh, because it's not time, so... New issues. There we go. There we go. Do I need to get these guys? These guys are running. It's sometimes almost easier to get to the purple side just because your shots will go through the purple side. Alright. Oh, come on, I'm already almost dead. This is going to be bad.
What's this barrier?
Analysis. It is part of a closed defensive system.
Well, how do I break it down?
Hypothesis. Unit 9S could permit this self-consciousness data to lose control. The resulting energy surge has an acceptable probability of temporarily paralyzing the barrier.
That's almost as bad as not going in at all!
Lose yourself. You got one shot. Something bomb spaghetti.
What happened?
It's the barrier.
Hopola!
No, don't! You can't do anything! The wall's got a self-closing
Enough!
algorithm!
Devil and I We have to atone for our sins no matter what!
But if you do that, your circuits will...
Davila! Right.
Oh, right in the room.
Davila!
I hope you don't regret this.
Uh-oh. Are we switching to A2 now? Yep. Alert! Data records discovered for units Davila and Popola. Do you wish to open this data now? Let's open it now. Do I actually play as them now or something? Oh, it's like a cutscene. A dusty wind kisses my cheeks. Buried in sand, we press forward one step at a time. We have nowhere else to go, after all. Because our models, the Davila and Popola models, are defective. Record. Transitions in the project's initial phase. When first we woke, there were still people. They had flesh, egos, emotions, souls. They issued us a single order: function as observers of Project Gestalt. This is the sole mission of the twin Davila and Popola models. It is the only reason we exist at all. We were the latest model, though many companions shared our appearance. There was a sparkle in all our eyes, a sense of pride at having been entrusted with humanity's future. And yes, there was an anxiety as well. But we existed as a pair, we shared destiny's burden as a pair, and because of that, all hesitation was swept away. Each pair was given their own cities and observation areas. We were ordered to guide the replicants with our own hands, and for the sake of the promised time that would one day arrive. We were the only ones who could handle such a duty. We were observers, after all. Alright, then move from the desert into the tunnel. Ah, watch out! Davila staggers and falls in the soft yet unforgiving sand. I hurry to her side and sigh with relief when I find she's not seriously hurt. Are you alright? Sorry, sis, I guess I spaced out for a bit. She smiles, the same raw smile I know so well, as she rubs absently at her leg. It is wrapped in a white bandage. The traditional, nondescript ankle injury that they just like wrap a handkerchief around it, and it's like, oh well, it's bandaged. And, don't know if it's a sprain or laceration or what, but hey, all right. First aid, it'll be fine in the next episode or whatever. Your bandage is coming undone. Here, let me change it. It's all right, Popola. Come on, we have to go before we lose the light. We won't be going anywhere if sand gets into that thing. Now quit whining and hold still. I'll be quick. Davila grunts and turns away. I take it as consent. Soon we are resting in the shade of a nearby rock as I pull the bandage free. Artificial skin, torn and bloodied, peeks out from beneath the bandage. Judging by Davila's current lack of ambulatory control, I imagine the circuitry underneath has been damaged as well. Taking a deep breath, check the circuitry. It's expected the wiring in the nerve circuitry has been damaged. Replacing it will require new connectors as well as some tools. None of which is easy to find in the desert. Sorry about this, sis, mutters Davila. That wry smile again. It kills me every time. Don't you dare apologize, I respond. You've done nothing wrong. Well, you made a mistake walking, but whatever. I calmly change the bandage, trying not to let my worries show. I make it as tight as possible, so no sand can slip inside. It's all I can do until I get the proper materials. Well, that's going to be a tall order, considering our current condition. I'm sorry, sister. Okay, now you're apologizing. We both apologize while insisting the other's apology isn't necessary. It's kind of funny in a way, such a trivial exchange under such circumstances. We laughed together, the sound echoing out across the desert before being stolen by the cool evening wind. Report regarding the increase in relapses. There has to be some way to prevent relapses. Relapses of what? Devilo's sharp voice echoes through our private quarters. You must be quiet, sister. The replicants will hear. Pfft, they wouldn't understand even if they did. That might be true, but regardless. Annoyed at my hesitation, Devilo crosses her legs and scowls. The black scrawl took another victim, she says. That's 3 this month. It's spreading way too fast. The black scrawl. I think that's something from one of the earlier games. I didn't play NieR or Drakengard or some other game, so I don't really know what the black scrawl is. I'm just going to say it's probably some kind of a disease. Let's wait and see what happens. I'm tired of hearing you say that. I do know what, well, I have a kind of an idea of what the white chlorination syndrome was. Not sure if that's related to black scrawl or what. Her shout makes me jump just a little, but enough for her to notice. Saying that, her eyes suddenly open wide. I'm sorry, sis. It's not your fault. I shouldn't have lashed out like that. It's okay. I understand. It's all going wrong. You can feel it too, right? Aye. When I was first assigned to Project Gestalt, I was over the moon with pride. But now my chest hurts just to think about it. If I were to fail... Before we knew it, the replicants had gained a sense of self, and the black scrawl started raging out of control. Oh, and that's what it is. I think, if I am remembering what I learned from YouTube correctly, black scrawl is a disease that, the replicants get. The replicants are, like, fake humans that were designed to, be the bodies for real humans or something when they returned. When they returned from, like, their cryo sleeper, something like that. It moved fast, so fast, like a wind. Popola and I would go to the observation room and act like it was all okay. Would talk to the replicants as if we didn't have a care in the world, but at night we'd just hold each other and share the horror of it all. I'm glad you were with me, murmurs Popola. I couldn't have handled being an observer alone. We were able to endure because we had each other, I replied softly. Did the humans see this coming? Is that why they made a twin model? Were they really so clever? Were they really so cruel? I couldn't have done this by myself. I would have descended into madness. I simply couldn't bear such a burden alone. When I get the chance, I'm going to try contacting another city, she says. Maybe these abnormalities are a localized phenomenon. I pray that's the case, I reply. Even if we're of no use ourselves, things will still work out if the other observers can pull through. Don't worry, it's going to be okay. It's not going to be okay. But it wasn't okay. Nothing was okay. Everything's terrible. All thanks to a pair of Devilo and Popola models from another town. What a bunch of noobs. Is this the town where the Devilo and Popola models, like, screwed up? The wind rubs my skin, the sand grazes my skin. It's grown cold out here. We walk with renewed purpose, hoping to make up for lost time. Devilo loses her balance every now and then. It gets bad after a while. I slip myself under her arm so she won't fall again, and we press on. Is your leg all right? Well, I doubt I'll be dancing anytime soon, but yeah, it's fine. She smiles as she says this, but I can tell she doesn't have much left. And yet, she continues to smile, all so I don't worry. I remember when our resistance allies injured her leg. Ooh. I was furious, beyond fury. I wanted to scream and cry and lose myself in it. But then she smiled, and all of that rage just drifted away. To think we have the same face, yet such different smiles. One day I realized how she reminded me of the martyrs I'd seen in old records. That was the day we decided to leave our town forever. Record of Project Gestalt's End. Our role as observers ended the day Project Gestalt collapsed, all due to the actions of Devila and Popola models from another town. I'm guessing those are the ones from the original NieR game. I'm not completely sure. With the original Gestalt lost, humanity was doomed to an inevitable extinction. Knowing this, we gathered what remaining replicant data we could find and launched it to the surface of the moon. And though success was unlikely as finding a lost sand grain in the desert, we still had to attempt it. We still had to try. We were androids, you see. Protecting humanity was our instinct. Other androids, beholden to that same instinct, began to direct their hate at the Devila and Popola models who'd snuffed out humanity. It started small, a few offhand remarks, the occasional glance. But even the smallest things have weight, and with enough of them combined, that weight eventually became a boulder. Emotions boiled over, remarks became jeers, and soon enough, my sister and I were the perfect target for persecution. At first, we simply accepted the fact that our friends turned on us. It was almost unavoidable, I guess. We were observers from Project Gestalt, after all. And while we didn't cause it to fail, the people who did, well, they looked just like us. So we accepted it. We took the resentment and scorn. We endured. Because as crazy as it sounds, I think we actually felt responsible. We moved from town to town in an effort to avoid persecution, but in one such town, my seemingly infinite patience finally broke. My sister Devila met with unprovoked violence at the hands of a resistance member. She said something in response to his taunts. Something quiet. And though her words were ambiguous, he slashed her leg nearly in two. My vision narrowed, everything went red, and then she smiled at me. It's okay, sis, there's nothing we can do. But it was too late. My emotions were no longer in my control. I'm simply not strong enough to stand aside and let the most important person in the world come to harm. Devila and I left the town that day. Violence like that wouldn't stop. It was going to happen again. And it wouldn't be coming from just one person. So rather than let them kill us, we ran. I guess it was the greatest resistance I could muster. We lose the sun and dark clouds together overhead. What? Okay. We continue our march. A cold wind blasts us, stealing what little body heat we have left. I smell rain in the air. We continue our march. Sometimes we hear animals howling in the distance. Ow! Makes us flinch every time. But we continue our march because even this is better than suffering at the hands of our fellow androids. Why must we suffer this persecution? I know we're the same model as the androids who doomed humanity in another town. You mentioned that. So I understand that part. At least a little, anyway. But at the same time, we're not them. We're not the same. We are who we are. And that Devila and Popola were who they were. Okay. Gotta get the inflections correct there. That's how I felt when I saw Devila being hurt. I wanted to shout it at everyone. I wanted to scream. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one Devila. And for her, there's only me. No one can take the other's place. Rain falls from the sky. It stimulates our sensation nerves like cold needles. We need maintenance badly, but that's a pipe dream, I suppose. No android would dare help a pair of outcasts like us. Are you cold, Devila? I'm alright as long as you're with me, sis. I feel the same. We press our bodies together to try to retain heat. It's cold now, much worse than the searing heat of midday, but we just smile at each other and keep pressing on. There's another camp on the other side of the desert. A new camp. If we can just get there, we can finally fix Devila's leg. And yet, I wonder if there's anyone anywhere on this planet that will take us. Hey, what's wrong? It's nothing, don't worry about it. I do what I can to suppress the anxiety in my chest and keep walking. The rain grows worse. It lashes at us without pause. Is this our punishment? I reach out and... let's be pragmatic. As long as we have bodies to support one another, as long as I have someone with whom to share my fate, then I will press on no matter what happens to me. Because I won't ever stop protecting her. I won't stop. No one stops. For that is the fate we twin androids have been assigned. Okay. The failure to manage the area resulted in the collapse of the Gestalt system, which led to the decimation of the human race. That decimation just means reduced by 10%. You mean annihilation. I know I'm being pedantic, and I know it's used that way, but due to the discovery of its inability, the twin system was removed from future android production designs. Following the incident, the Devila and Popola models were not dismantled. However, in order to prevent further unexpected behavior, they underwent a memory wipe. Furthermore, they were reprogrammed to generate constant feelings of guilt. Oh, that sucks.
That is all that remains from their personal record during the era in which they were referred to as administrators.
I see.
Query: why do the androids Devila and Popola seem to prefer death over surviving alone? There was a very high probability that at least one could have escaped.
I hope you never have to understand.
Affirmative.
I can save.
Query:
Okay.
why does this tower possess an entrance at all? All material transport takes place via aerial vehicles. It is irrational for an infiltration route to be so easily accessible. Hypothesis: entrance is a trap.
Okay. I need to quit right now, but I need to at least see what this trap is. Alright,
I don't care. I just have to kill them all.
Let's go check this out. Is this the copied city in some way? It looks kind of like it. Can I open this? This looks like it. Can I go back down? Oh! I can! Well, anyway, this is going to take, a million years for it to come down, but next time we will finally get into this tower. Sorry for stopping it here. Oh, let's see if Devil and Popola get away. That wasn't that long of an elevator. Is that a terminal down in the thing still there? Yeah, it is. That's probably the closest one. Let's head to the resistance camp, see if they're there. I'm not gonna save, I'm just curious. Nope. They died. Wah wah. Glad you made it back safely. Alright. Anyway. Middle of the flowers. So, till next time, later. We will get into that tower. Finally. See what the end of the game is all about. Figure out all of the mysteries. So, anyway, like I said, till next time, later.